Meeting of the Local Records Committee. My name is Al Rose. I'm the representative from the State Auditor's Office. I am the chair. Also present is Patrick Myers, the Attorney General's representative. He is vice chair, as well as Heather Hirataka, the State Archivist, who is also the secretary. As with us also is State Records Manager Russell Wood. For the rest of the individuals that are here, both staff and those attending today from other agencies, I'm going to give a pause here so you can introduce yourself for the record.
My name is Rachel Wilson, and I'm a records. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. My name is Rachel Wilson, and I'm a records consultant with the Washington State Archives at the Olympia branch.
My name is Scott Sackett. I'm a consultant with Washington State Archives Records Management based at the Ellensburg branch.
Anna Colasar, a representative from the Washington State Archives Records Management Division based at the Puget Sound branch.
Bonnie Hood, Records and Grants Consultant for the Washington State Archives, and I'm at the Olympia branch.
Megan Shoemaker, I'm a records consultant for the Washington State Archives in the Bellingham branch.
Sean Reichert, a records consultant, also at the Northwest branch in Bellingham.
Is there anyone else? Okay. Let's see, a couple have just put through the chats of putting them, their identities out there. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. Then the next item on the agenda is the approval of the October 1st, 2025 minutes. As the committee had an opportunity to review the minutes, right? Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, then I would entertain a motion to approve the October 1st, 2025 minutes as presented.
Also move.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the October 1st, 2025 minutes as presented. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the October 1st, 2025 minutes as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? 3 ayes and no nays. The motion to approve the October 1st, 2025 minutes passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is adoption of today's agenda. The committee had an opportunity to review today's agenda. Is there any questions? Okay. If there are no questions, then I'd entertain a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
I'll move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second to adopt today's agenda as presented. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of adopting today's agenda as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing 3 ayes and no nays, the motion to adopt today's agenda passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda, Roman numeral 2, is the Washington State Archives updates.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here on this cold December morning, depending on where you are. I think where all of us are, it's nice and chilly this morning. So thank you for being here. Lots of little updates from archives. We are focused this time of year on our training. We have lots and lots of training happening through the state system, but also we will be attending, many of us will be attending a First Amendment auditor training happening on the 16th of this month. We're really excited to do that and be able to learn how to better serve our customers as they come in and de-escalate situations. So we're very excited for that training. We are continuing to have tours throughout all of our locations, including our branches, who have sent lots of college students in on tours, which we're always happy to show students what we do and hopefully pique some interest in some of them to become future archivists. So we're really happy about that. We're preparing for opening day of session in January, where we will be showing the Washington State Constitution at the governor's office for several hours that day. So if you're in the area and would like to stop by, we would love to see you. It's always a fun day, lots of busyness in the Capitol, and a great opportunity to showcase one of our collections that we have. We are also focused on our strategic planning that's happening right now with our high-level management team in archives, of which Russell Wood is a member of. And so we're working on getting that solidified and ready to move into the future. And then for those of you who've been on the call in the past, you know that we've been carrying a 20% vacancy rate at archives for about the past 3.5 years to manage some of our budget issues. We're happy to share that we'll be hiring a few positions at the end of this year, beginning of next year, that are focused on our electronic records. So of course, we have millions upon millions of electronic records that are created every day in state government. And so we are at a point now where we can invest some financial money in looking at hiring some of those positions for better infrastructure and better support to our customers. So we're really excited about that. We did get additional funding in the last legislative session through a fee that is assessed on county clerk records. So it's important to know that we are not living outside of our means, but rather making good choices and living within our financial means. So we're really excited to be able to better support our local partners and our state government partners with their electronic records. That is my report. I will pass it over to Russell Wood for the state records manager update.
Thanks, Heather. And with the legislative session about to get underway next month, there's always bills that are making changes to records retention, and we try to do our best to keep track of it, but we really appreciate it if you are aware of any bills that are going to impact records retention specifically, not so much about public records requests, but if they are making changes or requirements for how long records need to be kept, please let us know so that we can keep that on our radar. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Thank you for those updates. The next item on the agenda, Roman numeral 3, is new business, updates to schedules affecting more than one agency. And the first schedule under that heading is Department of Licensing Records Retention Schedule version 1.9. So anything you'd like to say about that, Mr. Wood?
Yes, this is a schedule that's also used by the county auditors who act as agents for the Department of Licensing. These updates don't really affect the county auditor records, but it needs to be approved. The State Records Committee has approved it at their meeting an hour ago, and now it's come to this committee for its approval.
All right. Are there any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions, then I'd entertain a motion to approve the Department of Licensing Records Retention Schedule version 1.9 as presented.
I'll move.
There's a second.
I'll second.
There being a motion and a second to approve the Department of Licensing Records Retention Schedule version 1.9 as presented. Are there any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the Department of Licensing Records Retention Schedule version 1.9 presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? The 3 ayes and no nays, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is Public Schools K-12 Records Retention Schedule version 9.0. Mr. Wood, was there something you'd like to say about that on the record?
Yes, this schedule is used by both local and state agencies. So the State Records Committee approved it at their meeting an hour ago, and now it's come to this committee. I'd like to thank Megan Shoemaker, who led the update for this and fitting in quite a number of changes and enhancements to this schedule and working closely with schools to make that possible.
All right, thank you. Any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions, then I would entertain a motion to approve the Public Schools K-12 Records Retention Schedule version 9.0 as presented.
Also moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Good. Hearing a motion and a second to approve the schedule as presented. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the public schools records retention schedule version 9.0 as presented, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays and 3 ayes, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda, Roman numeral 4 is other business. Approval of 2026 meeting schedule. And that was in the packet. Has the committee had an opportunity to review that? Okay, and are there any questions? Hearing no questions, then I'd entertain a motion to approve the 2026 meeting schedule as presented.
I'll move.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the 2026 meeting schedule as presented. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, I call the question. All those in favor of approving the 2026 meeting schedule as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays and 3 ayes, the motion to approve the 2026 schedule passes unanimously, which means the next item, Roman numeral 5, is next meeting will be February 4th, 2026 at 11 a.m. And the last item on the agenda, Roman numeral 6, is adjournment, and entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, hearing a motion and a second to adjourn today's meeting. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then all in favor of adjourning today's meeting signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays and 3 ayes. Motion to adjourn today's meeting passes unanimously, and I'm adjourning today's meeting of the Local Records Committee for the State of Washington at 11:11 on December 3rd, 2025. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.